Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Charles.
Welcome to Sidechicks,
The podcast for anyone who's been dreaming about starting that side hustle but hasn't quite taken the leap yet.
We're chatting with everyday people, turning ideas into income, all while juggling life, parenthood, full-time jobs, and everything in between.
Think of us as your business besties, here to keep it real, share the highs and lows, and remind you that you don't need to have it all figured out to get started.
Just a good idea, a bit of courage, and maybe a coffee or five.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Sidechicks. Woo!
We made it!
Thanks so much for all the feedback so far. It's been so exciting to read it all.
Yeah, and it's just going to get more and more fun the more we release. We've got some really cool guests coming on, eh?
Yeah, and we'll get better and better at being cool podcasters.
We already are.
Yeah, duh. So today we have obviously me and Sam, and today we are going to talk about Sam's business background and about her current side hustle, Bodhi Organics, which is a brand committed to bringing the purest, most effective organic wellness products into your daily routine. So get ready to hear about that.
Oh, also, last week we didn't even really talk about how we met.
No, we just said we were wearing the same outfits. And it made it sound like we just met wearing the same outfits and then we're like, let's be best friends.
Yeah, we just made eye contact from across the room. We're like, let's be friends. So how we did meet is my partner Jacob and his brother are friends with Charles.
Yep.
Have been for a long time, eh?
Yeah, ages.
Yeah, and so obviously met Chelsea when I started dating him. And yeah.
Now we've got an awesome wee group. Wee girl gang. Shout out to the gals.
Yeah.
The OGs.
The OGs. So that's how we met. Not really that interesting.
No, it sounded cooler that we will run with we were wearing the same outfits and we started being friends. Way cooler.
I've got this image in my head, eh? So funny. Like a spotlight shining on each of us.
You've got a white shirt on and jeans. Same.
No one else in the world has ever worn that
I think
before.
they were in 2017.
Yeah.
We've also decided to start off each episode with a weekly recommendation. So we'll obviously give one, and then when we have guests on, we'll ask them to give one as well. And it's probably not always going to be business related. We might do like our favourite Netflix series that week or a podcast, anything like that. Yeah. So mine this week is actually a podcast, and it is the Bestie Boos podcast. It's a new one. I think they started in Feb or March, and it's 2 Christchurch gals, Sarah and Sam. And they're just so great to listen to. They honestly just sound like your best mate. It feels like, a podcast where you feel like you're sitting at the table with them talking shit. That is exactly how it feels. Yeah. Hopefully people think that about us.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope you guys just think you're in this room with us talking business shit.
Yeah, because so many business podcasts are so
serious.
proper.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have a bit of shit talking here and there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, Bestie Boo Gals, love it. You'll find it on all the podcast platforms and Instagram. And
amazing.
Yeah, they just honestly feel like your best mates.
Yeah.
What's yours this week?
So mine this week, I actually have 2.
Oh, nice.
Neither of them are business related.
Perfect. Great start for our recommendations.
Our business podcast.
Yeah.
Number 1 is I went and got a mole check yesterday.
Oh, that's good. Well done.
So take this as your reminder. Get your yearly or every 2 yearly.
Do you know you reminded me to do my first one? I've only ever had one. Me and Chase went, it must have been a year or 2 ago now. And it was because you had been to one and your mum.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a really good recommendation.
Yeah,
everyone go get your moles checked.
Just do it.
So where did you go?
I went to Coast Skin and Redcliffe's, and they're really good. It's just a small practice. You can get in pretty quickly. The doctors there are amazing. They do a very thorough check, and it's just peace of mind.
Yeah.
And just where we live, it's just really good to get it done. I think it's on my mind a little bit more because my mum had skin cancer, so it is on my mind. But everybody should get their check.
Yeah.
It's just worth it.
Yeah, good work.
And my second one is I've just been getting into The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen it on TikTok, obviously, but I haven't. They're the mum talkers, eh? The mum TikTok.
Yeah. The Mormon
original ones. Yeah.
So, yeah, I can feel my brain rotting with every episode, but also it brings me joy.
Yes. Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like a scroll your phone and watch kind of?
It's pretty fucking intense.
Oh, okay. So you can't concentrate on your phone.
You can. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You can be on your phone, but there's drama in the background.
Oh, I
so
love
you don't
it.
really want to be on your phone.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's actually
Do you know what I was about to say? I was about to say, cool, less screen time. But it's literally on it.
It's just a different
It's just
size
another
screen.
yeah.
So that's really. I actually went really rogue and just jumped straight into season 2.
Oh, I don't think that's what you meant to do.
It's worked for me.
Oh, good.
Because I just went straight into the drama. I caught up. I went on TikTok, did the shortened version of catching up.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm all caught up, so I'm into it.
Yeah. How many seasons?
So good.
Or is this?
This is the second.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
So good. So that's mine.
Cool. So do you want to kick it off, Sam, with telling us a little bit about you?
Hello.
Hey, Sam.
I'm Sam. I am 29. I am a mum to a beautiful 6-month-old girl, Ruby, who's actually here with us today.
Say hi, Ruby.
So you might hear a little bit of That's her favourite word at the moment. I am the owner of Bodhi Organics, which is my business. What do I like to do? At the moment, all I'm doing is being a mum and running my business. But when I'm not doing that, I enjoy going for a wine with my girlfriends.
Yes, we love doing that after a pod ep as well.
Yes, and a snack, maybe a pizza, maybe some
gluten-free from
maybe
the church bar.
Yeah, some chippies with aioli. I been getting into Pilates.
Oh, look
Love
out.
that.
Reformer or
Yes.
yeah, nice.
All the way.
I still
reformer.
haven't tried that yet.
It's really good.
I feel like I'd be too ungo for it.
I did too, but it's way different than I thought it would be.
Nice.
It definitely is hard and attacks muscles that you didn't realize were even there.
Yeah.
But it's really, really good.
Nice.
I'm really into travel. Before having Bubs, we did a lot of traveling. Just going to the beach, chilling out. And now I have a new passion, podcasting.
Woo.
So I'm
We're
also a podcast host.
co-host.
And I just love it
I know.
so much.
It's actually been fun so far. Eh?
I was actually saying to Jacob the other day, like, it's almost like a therapy session for me because we come here and there's nothing else to think about other than the guests that we have on or just our shit yarns.
Yeah.
And this is like a little safe space in this little studio. And we just, I don't know, it's just, I walk out feeling so good.
Oh, that's so good.
And it's also, we're learning about
meeting some really cool people too.
meeting really cool people and all really different.
Yeah, that's one part I've loved about it so far is the people we have interviewed already are all so different.
Yeah.
And we take something different away from each one.
Yeah.
We almost like contradict ourselves each week because it's so different.
Yeah.
But it's good. Good mix.
It's really good. Yeah, we definitely take a little bit from each person.
Which we hope you guys obviously are going to do as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think the more varied, the better for everybody. Because there might be people in that certain industry that wants to get into it and needs to learn more or whatever.
Actually, on that note, if you guys have got anyone that you would like on, then send us a DM on our Insta, which is sidechicks.podcast.
Yeah.
Or if you've got a small business and you'd like to be a guest, then hit us up.
We would love to hang out.
You also don't have to be Christchurch based. We can do it over Zoom.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
well.
Hit us up.
Slide into our DMs. Send us a voice note even. Love a voice note.
Yeah, we do.
I'm really getting on board with them. I used to fucking hate them.
Oh, they're just so much easier.
If it's long though, 1.5 speed. And you'll sound like a fast talking little mouse.
But we won't hate you.
No, we won't. So Sam, Bodhi Organics isn't your first business. So do you want to tell us about your other ones you've dabbled in before this?
So no, Bodhi Organics isn't. In 2020, post-COVID. My partner Jacob just built this randomly one day, built this picnic table. It's actually more like a platter board table. So if you think of a little table that folds out, there's holes for your wine glass. You can put your platter board straight on it. It's portable. You can take it to the beach or whatever. He just made one of these one day. We were like, fuck yeah, that's actually mean.
Yeah.
Took a couple of photos of it, put it on Facebook, and people were keen.
Like on Marketplace or?
I think it was just his profile.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And then we were like, and then people were keen, and then we were like, shit, yeah, this could be a thing. Within like 4 days, we'd made a Shopify
Oh my God, that's so
website, made an Instagram, Facebook, and with help from our friend Liv, who had already done this before. So she was a massive help. She came and we made the Shopify and everything. And then what we did was we took the photos, we posted them on, that's when we posted them on Marketplace.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there used to be a Facebook page.
I know what you're talking about. Choice, was it?
Choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually think it still exists.
It does, but now I think it might be connected to a website that you have to use.
Not how it started. Like
No.
yeah.
So, yeah, posted it on Choice. Oh,
And then
my
boom.
God. We were getting messages like ding, ding,
Oh my
ding,
God,
ding,
cool.
ding. And this was all messages of people wanting one.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's when we kind of sent people to our website. We'd just reply with the link.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, people started buying them through the Shopify website. It was chaos for a little bit because Jacob was making these by hand.
Wow.
And they were taking a lot longer than he thought that they would take. Like something small you think is going to be quite easy to make, they weren't. And then you've got to put like a food grade oil on them.
Yeah.
All this other stuff. It was a bit of a process. So yeah, he was just smashing these out, packaging them up, sending them away. We sold so many.
Oh, that's so
and
cool.
it was awesome.
Didn't you have them numbered as well? Didn't you put a number
Yes,
on them?
we had a little wood burner, and we'd write little quotes on the
cute.
bottom. If someone wanted like personalised, we'd do like a personalised message for like a gift, of like an engagement gift.
Yeah,
or something,
that's really cool.
Yeah, so that took off really quick, but I think it was a really niche product in a really niche time.
Yeah, it's that support local time, wasn't it?
Support local.
We talked about last week. Yeah.
Yeah. People loved it. And then it just kind of dropped off. We went into another lockdown, I think. The season changed. We were getting into winter. People weren't wanting to really buy it. It was that whole thing of, it happened so quick. So we didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can bite you in the bum a wee bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next minute you're walking through like Mitre 10 or the warehouse or whatever, and they've got these products too.
Oh, that's annoying.
Kmart everywhere. They've got these products too for like
obviously cheaper.
Probably a quarter of the price.
That sucks,
And, when the support local thing started to die off a little bit,
Off to Kmart.
off to Kmart to get the cheaper one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame people. Obviously, you want the cheaper one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just kind of fizzled out a little bit.
Can you remember how many you sold?
No, I can't remember, but we would get photos sent to us of like people we know, like at the beach and stuff, like photos of randoms being like, hey, I've just seen someone with your table.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
A table in the wild.
In the wild, yeah, it was really cool. And part of me is like, oh, damn, I wish we kind of like kept at it. But at the same time, like it was one product and I don't know how we could have grown from there, from the one product. But people we know still use them.
Yeah, I've still got mine.
Yeah, oh, cool, yeah. And it was a really cool time. Like, it was at the time where influencers were a little bit more open to maybe new brands.
Yeah, and receiving as a gift, do you
Gifts,
think? Yeah, instead of paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sent some to a few influencers?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we sent a few out, and that worked really well. But one person, Sophie Stevens.
I don't think
Do you
I
know?
know
She's
her.
the author of Raw and Free.
Oh, okay.
She got one. She received one, and she posted a story. We sold so many the next day.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you get many from Simone? Because I've seen things online like where her, like, yes, she has so many followers, but her engagement isn't as high as people with less
Yeah,
followers.
I can't remember. It kind of been like a crazy amount because I can't actually remember, but a lot, like most of the influencers did bring in a few.
That's so good.
But I just remember, it just stands out in my head, Sophie's post. I was getting heaps from her.
Nice.
Probably because it's a food-related Instagram, and she like decorated it really pretty with the food that she had.
Oh, cool.
So that worked out really well for us.
Was there any influencers that you sent a table to and then they didn't even post about it?
I don't think so. But
That's good.
There was, especially
Because
like
obviously
gifting,
not,
you know.
obliged to.
I did have to chase up a few of them, and I did feel a little bit weird about it because it was gifted.
Yeah. And when you were posting them, did you ask them first? Did you say like, hey, do you actually want one of these? And then they'd say yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
I guess you'd have to get their address and
Yeah,
stuff anyway.
yeah.
Did anyone say, nah, I'm all good?
Well, no. People would either just not reply or be keen.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I mean, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And times have changed, man.
I know. I reckon people don't trust them as much anymore.
Yeah.
You can kind of like, if it's just like ad, always doing it, you can almost just be like, oh.
Yeah. And influencing is more of a career now.
Yeah.
As well. So they want money. Like, totally fair enough. You need to get paid for your job.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
So I guess it probably wasn't seen as much of a career even 5 years ago.
No, not quite,
Fuck, what's next 5 years going to bring? Oh, man. Yeah, so that died down, and then we still wanted to have a business.
You had a little taste of it?
Yeah,
that's
had a little
cool.
taste of it, and we wanted something else. We were both just doing 9 to 5s and, wanted our own business. So we were just looking at different alleys and didn't come up with the idea, but thought about maybe importing some canvas teepee tent things that people hire out for weddings and stuff like that. Have you seen them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like a marquee, but
like a marquee.
tent.
Like
I know
a
what
pretty,
you mean. Yeah, they're quite popular. When I lived in the UK, a friend of ours had a company that did it.
Oh, cool.
And they were really popular there.
Yeah,
I don't know
true.
why they I
random.
don't know what made them more popular there. Maybe they were made there or something.
Maybe. Yeah, so we thought about doing that. But we would have needed a loan to do that
Right.
at that point. So we did a whole business plan through ANZ. That just kind of fizzled away as well. Like I
Yeah.
think we maybe tried and maybe they said no. I actually can't really remember exactly what happened. But yeah, so then we actually sold our house and moved into a bus.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And then that's kind of when we were living in the bus, that's when Body Organics started.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So you guys were living in the bus, traveling around New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
How did Body Organics become about?
So Body Organics came about because I was looking for a product that was natural, but also actually worked on my skin.
Mm-hmm.
Backstory. So a few years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease and took about 6 months to get diagnosed, and I was so sick. Got started on some medication after a while, and that really helped, but it didn't resolve it.
Yeah.
And it didn't, I just felt like I could be better still. So I went down the path of basically just looking what I was putting into my body, how I was treating my body, and how I could just be a little bit better.
Yeah.
And it started with diet pretty much, what I was eating, what I was consuming. Then it went into my mental health because that's such a big factor for your overall health. And then also just did a big deep dive into the body products I was using.
Yeah.
And products I was using around the home, like the cleaning sprays you're using, the shampoos, the body wash, the
Laundry powder.
the moisturizer, the cleanser, the laundry powder. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Everything. And it's easier said than done because it's very costly. So with I kind of came up with this thing. Every time I need to buy something new, I'll get the better version of it.
That's a good idea, right? Instead of just doing like a huge throw out.
Yeah, because it's a big deal and it's very costly. So did a bit of a deep dive, realised the crap that is in products I use every single day.
Yeah.
The chemicals and fillers that they use are massive hormone disruptors, especially for the endocrine system, and that is where the autoimmune condition is for me. So hormones was a massive thing, just balancing hormones and just overall health and skin health as well. So did a big deep dive, cleared out a lot of things, and then went to find, because I love skincare and makeup and, I love getting dressed up, and I want products to be effective on my skin as well. And when I tried to find natural products, I would often find that they'd be really oily. Like a lot of natural products are really oily and heavy and thick and didn't even really do anything. And you're just buying one from a market that's natural, but it's homemade and you don't know what's in it. You don't know if it's actually going to work. You don't know if it's been safety tested. I actually bought one from a market once and it had mold in it.
Oh.
Yeah, and like I was just like, there needs to be organic, natural product that's also been tested, scientifically formulated by chemists, really safe and really effective as well.
Yeah.
So
I'm your gal.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Like every business, it came from my own personal need, majority of businesses. Yeah, so I started making my own products in the kitchen. I kind of realized that I wanted to make this a thing. Obviously, can only get so far in a bus kitchen.
Yeah, true. When you say making it in the kitchen, I don't think people are picturing literally you're like, 50 centimetre block of kitchen.
Yeah. So, so it was doing that just to use me and Jacob, and then, can only get so far. So just thought I'd inquire to a couple of beauty and skincare manufacturers in New Zealand, and it went really well, really smoothly. I found our manufacturer within, honestly, it was the first person I called.
Perfect. Yeah. Like the complete opposite to my story. Trying to find manufacturer.
I called a few, so I called them and then I called a few after. But I chose them because they are the most well-known in New Zealand. And they were just so kind and they were so keen on my idea straight away.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and I was really nervous to call them because I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And they just made it really easy from the get-go.
Awesome.
So it was actually quite a smooth run from there.
Can you remember I had to sign your witness thing for your, like, what was it for? It must have been for you signing on with them. Was it a contract?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think I had to put my passport number down or something.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
official.
Fancy. And I remember saying something like, if this goes bust, they better not come for half my money. Not that I had much.
In the fine print, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that when you were living with us, maybe?
I think so, or just after.
Oh, must have been just after, yeah. Yeah, so we're contract manufactured to them. And that was the best decision for us because, for one, it's really hard to have your own cosmetic kitchen.
Yeah.
Massive process. And also, they know what they're doing. There's a team of 60 chemists there. They are so specialised in their field. And that was, if I wanted to make just a homemade natural product, I wouldn't have done that. But I want it to be tested and tried and the best performing. So
does that mean you can put certain labels on your packaging? Like this has been scientifically tested or something like that?
Yeah. So we don't have that, but we have certified organic with BioGrow. We have the vegan certification and the cruelty-free as well.
And if you were doing those in your kitchen at home, you wouldn't have been able to get
No,
those.
and that just adds a bit of credibility.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're buying unless you really look into it. And so for us, you can just look at the label and you know that it's legit. And the auditing process for them is really full on. So they won't just make anyone pass their testing and everything. Like it's a really full on process.
Yeah. So after signing the contract, what's the next steps after that?
So, we signed all the paperwork with them. They sent through an NPD form, new product development.
Which we learned recently. I learned recently what that means.
Got that all filled out. And then you're basically working, you get your own manager and you're basically working with them to figure out what you want. And you can just kind of say to them what ingredients you want in it, what you don't want in it, what you want it to do, what you don't want it to do, colour, texture, fragrance, everything like that. And then they'll go ahead and they'll make a sample and then send it out. So we did that. We went, sorry, that's Ruby.
Hey, Ruby.
Went through that process about 4 or 5 times.
I remember trying one of those in your bus once.
Oh, funny, yeah. There was one that had like this rank smell, and then there was one that the texture was a little funny.
I think that was the one I tried. I remember us all trying it, and then it being like maybe too thick, almost not soaking into the skin kind of thing.
Yeah. There was something with everyone. I just wanted it to be perfect. So,
is it costly doing more samples?
No, it's part of the package.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's part of it. So, so we did that. And then about a year and a half later.
Yeah, oh my God.
That's how long it takes.
I know.
Because once you finally come up with the formula, it then goes in for testing.
Yeah.
So stability testing, shelf life testing.
What's stability testing mean?
So they basically test it in the packaging that you have. They want to know that it's going to remain stable, I guess.
And like not get mold.
Yeah.
Or like separate or something.
Yeah. And for like the expiration date and stuff like that, like they need to know, and temperature, they need to know, is it going to be effective, like it needs to be below 25 degrees Celsius to remain effective.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it gets hotter, one ingredient might not work as good.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's quite a process as well.
So much stuff you would not even think about.
No,
that went into
I didn't think about it until.
And then is
it
that
was
on the bottle, like store below 25 degrees, I think?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so all of that happened, and then we went ahead and ordered our packaging.
What was that process like?
That was pretty easy for me. The packaging comes from overseas, but it just got sent straight. Actually, no, it came to me and then I sent it to the manufacturers.
Okay.
But then the second round, I went straight from manufacturer to
Smart.
manufacturer. Yeah. I didn't need to be the middleman.
Yeah. Do they help you find someone for packaging, or you did all that yourself?
Yeah, they have people.
Oh, nice.
But I found someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have recommendations, but I found another company. Still New Zealand. Yeah. But they source overseas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, we did that and then sent the packaging to our manufacturer, who's the Beauty Lab Collective, which I don't think I said before. And then, they manufacture, fill, label, box, send it out to us.
Nice.
But I kind of make it seem easy, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like it was
I just do this and they do that.
Like in between those steps, there's all these other little steps, and as I said, it took a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it's a long process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the name Bodhi Organics, does that mean anything? How did you come up with it? Tell us about it.
It kind of does. Like, I think similar to you, like I wanted organics in it.
Yeah.
So people know when they see it that it's organic.
Yeah. That would also come into the search. What is it called? SOE?
SEO.
SEO.
Yeah. So, and then I was just trying different names, blah, blah, organics, blah, blah, organics.
Nice.
And then
Why didn't you call it that? Blah, blah, organics.
And then I just like went through all these different names. I remember me and Jacob driving the car and I was just like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And then I was like, I love the name Bodhi.
Oh,
Love it. So I was just like, Bodhi Organics. That sounds really nice.
Do you also claim it's named after your dog or nah?
Well, he's Beau.
Yeah.
Like Beau, like beautiful.
Oh,
Because he's beautiful.
he is. He's a beautiful doggy. He's a good boy too.
Yeah. So no, but could be.
Yeah, we could claim that.
Yeah, we could claim that. But then I was kind of looking into it, and the Bodhi tree.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a
Yeah,
tree.
it's a Bodhi tree.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a there's a story of the man who sat under the Bodhi tree, and he was enlightened.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not telling the story very well at all.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it yourself. But there's that as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I like
honestly, when it comes down to it, I just thought it sounded really
that. Yeah,
nice.
and it does. It sounds
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
What were you doing before starting Bodhi Organics, and how did your background influence this journey?
So obviously I touched on the other businesses that we had going.
Mm-hmm.
I was also studying at that point.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So I was studying health science and nutrition. And that really influenced my thoughts on health and well-being and everything. And that also gave me the tools to research ingredients and research skincare trends at that time and research what's good for your skin, what's not good for your skin. And so, yeah, that really helped me get into the business as well. I think it gave me a good amount of education as well on general health and wellness to get into that space. So, yeah, I was studying. That kind of overlapped a little bit. Studying in the bus, also making skincare.
Oh, my gosh.
Also, like, trying to get this brand started. So, yeah, it all kind of overlapped. Before that, I was working working at the Office Cafe in Waikuku. And then, yeah, when I started studying, left that. And then it all kind of started from there.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I think it did really help me with starting the business, is having that education background as well around health. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Sam, what's been your biggest challenges you've had so far, or any mistakes that you've made?
I think just overall running a small business and investing money as a startup, you're pretty limited with money.
What do you mean you haven't won Lotto?
Yeah, I know. I'm actually not a millionaire, by the way, if you didn't know. Investing money and not seeing a return straight away.
Yeah.
It's definitely challenging, and like as I said earlier, it took a year and a half for formulation, and then you've got the business running. So
and you've paid, when you say it takes a year and a half, you've paid for it, and then you're waiting a whole year and a half to be able to even make money.
Yes,
Yeah,
for that
that's
to even be a
hard.
possibility.
Yeah.
And then you've got to know where to put your money.
Yeah.
And I think I've made the mistake of putting my money into the product itself, and not allowing enough for marketing and advertising and all of that, because that's just as important.
Yeah, that's so true.
As the product itself. You can have the most amazing product and
I'm taking
no
notes.
one knows about it.
Yeah, that's actually such a good point.
Yeah, and I was just probably a little bit flippant, like, oh, social media is free, blah, 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 blah. It's actually not if you want to use paid ads.
Yeah.
And if you want to use influencers.
Yeah.
If you want to be organic, it's free, but
Slow process.
very slow process. So, yeah, just I'd say not seeing that return and putting a lot of work, time and money into it, it can get you down.
Yeah.
Like this week talking to Jacob, I was like, I'm done with it.
Oh,
I'm like,
don't be done.
I know, but like it's just so got like your outgoings. So you've got all your subscriptions, all your...
And they add up. Like
they really
Shopify,
do. Yeah.
if you've got, what's that one? Klaviyo, Canva. All that shit adds up to actually quite a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. So that's probably another mistake I've made is getting all of the things at the very start when I didn't need them all.
True.
Yeah. So I've actually decided to pull back on some subscriptions that I don't actually use all the time.
Nice.
Because there's other ways of doing it.
Yeah.
I thought when I started, I'm going to need that, I'm going to need that, I'm going to need that, because all the businesses that I compared myself to who have actually been running for like 20 years.
Yeah.
They use them.
Yeah.
And I thought I had to use them.
Yeah.
But I actually don't. So probably should have figured this out earlier, but it's all a learning curve.
Yeah, that's true.
I now know what I don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really have considered taking a break.
How do you even take a break? Like,
I don't know. I don't even think it's possible without fully stopping.
Yeah.
Because as I said, you've got all these outgoings.
Yeah,
you
true.
can't just
pause them.
You can't just pause them.
Can you pause like your Shopify?
You can pause Shopify for a while, but then it's like the momentum thing and the stockists and
true.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't just hide away for a little bit and then be like, "Hey,
I'm
here
back.
I am. I'm back.
I finished having a mental breakdown.
I know. Come out of my house all like happy again. I'm here. Nah, you can't. So, yeah, it's just, but it's definitely something that I think about. And I think a lot of people do. And it's like, where's the line?
Yeah.
You know, when do you make that call?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, people don't make money overnight. And it is going to take a long time.
And you see businesses that do and are successful, not realizing that, you know, like we said in my episode last week, not realizing that they've actually been going for ages or they've tried other things before this.
Yeah, or they've had really scary times.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just everybody's journey is so different as well. So I think in my gut, I'm like, no, this is going to work. But definitely thoughts pop into my head a lot of like, this is a lot of work for what? I think when
at the moment.
When you go through quieter periods.
Yeah. And I guess that's I guess that's the climate we're in at the moment too. Like every small business is probably struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's probably hard to remind yourself that it's not just you. It's lots of businesses and I guess people in general financially struggling at the moment.
But people don't want to talk about their failures or their...
No, you're right.
They want to talk about their success.
And it's in our intro, real talk, isn't it?
Yeah,
we have it in our
is.
intro, Something about keeping it real.
Yeah, it is, eh?
Yeah, so it's real talk and I'm good. Glad you added it.
And someone might relate.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm the only person in the world at the moment that's kind of like in two minds about my business. So, yeah.
Do I need to remind you that we started a business podcast? So you like can't... Can you just like not close it yet?
No, see, I see this as a hobby.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if I'm not in business, which
true.
I know I will be.
Yeah.
But I still love talking about it. So yeah, I guess that's just a business in whole kind of situation.
Yeah.
And these are thoughts that I have all the time.
Yeah.
Daily challenges, I guess.
Yeah. Any challenges like with the actual product or manufacturing or anything that you faced?
Going through the testing process and actually coming up with the correct formula and being sure of myself that this is the one.
Yeah. Because it'd be like hard to change after.
Oh,
yeah.
Basically impossible.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a challenge, and how long it took as well. I can get pretty impatient. So when you have this business idea and you're all excited, and then, sorry, that's my daughter feeding in the background, and you're super excited, super pumped, and then you've got a year and a half until you actually launch.
Yeah. I know this exact feeling. It's almost what's happening with the bags at the moment, where it's like the dopamine hit's almost worn off. Because it's like the fun stuff was, you know, the designing, the planning, the getting the sample and seeing it, and oh my God, can't wait to launch.
Yeah.
then all this other shit.
Yeah, I know.
And now it's like, oh.
Yep. Yeah, all the hard stuff
Yeah,
comes up.
and it's a bit like disheartening, eh? And now you're kind of
really
like, I can't be fucked with this anymore.
Yeah, because the novelty kind of wears off at that stage.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that was definitely challenging. The moisturizer actually was easier than the cleanser. So we have two products. I don't think I said. We have the Everyday Hydrating Cream and we have the Cream Cleanser.
Yeah, both amazing, by the way. I have both. Use them every day.
So yeah, the cleanser, there was way more testers.
Okay.
Way more trials. Because that I found that to be a harder product to get just right.
Yeah.
And it's like all the senses. It needs to feel nice. It needs to smell nice.
Yeah.
We don't use synthetic fragrance, so you're relying on natural products to make it smell nice. It was easier for us to not have a fragrance in that. So the cream cleanser doesn't have a fragrance because.
Do you know I haven't even noticed that.
Really?
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. Some people are really big on how it smells.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a good
Probably
thing.
a good thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's a
Because
good
I haven't
thing.
been like, oh, this doesn't smell.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
just saying it now is the first time I've gone like, oh, I've never noticed if
funny.
it had a smell or not.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was easier for us not to.
Maybe because you're washing it off your face anyway. Like you're not leaving it on.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. But one of the trials had this masky smell,
Oh.
and it just smelt. It smelt real, like almost too natural.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Like dirt?
Yeah, like
or leaves or
yeah,
something?
like leaves on an autumn day, like really intense. Yeah, so other than the whole sampling process, which is a challenge but also is needed,
Yeah, necessary.
definitely, because the final products that we do have, I'm so happy with. And in the challenging times, that's what actually is keeping me going,
Yeah.
knowing that this is a really amazing product. It almost gives me that boost of motivation, like people need to know about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than the sampling, I'd say getting certifications was a lot more challenging than I thought.
Is that like what we were talking about before, the labels you can stick on your packaging?
Yeah. So it's quite costly, and also it's quite a process with auditing, checking basically every little detail
Yeah.
about your business. And they have to.
Yeah.
I get that. They don't want to give it to everybody.
And is this something that's not done by the manufacturers? This is a third party company that you're putting the tick from?
No. So it's a third party.
Yeah.
But the manufacturers now can like do correspondence with them.
Oh, okay,
So that
nice.
helps heaps.
Yeah.
But back when we started, they didn't do it, so I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, now I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's
cool.
good. But that was definitely a challenge, and you're talking to people that do this every day.
Yeah.
And I was new, and I actually have to admit I was quite scared to ask questions at the start because I didn't want to seem like I didn't know what I was talking
You don't feel
about.
dumb.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to feel dumb.
Yeah.
And so I just sometimes kind of be like, oh, they must mean that,
Yeah.
when they don't.
Oh.
And I should have just asked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just that whole.
Be intimidating.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is really intimidating when they just know so much
Mm-hmm.
and you just want to be taken seriously. And I don't know, I think like being a young woman starting a business, you're just fighting for people to take you seriously anyway, you know, let alone if you're learning on the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's really good for us to have those people involved,
Yeah.
especially if you're just getting started in the industry.
Yeah. How do you manage balancing business, mom life, and just life in general? And the pod.
I know, just add it to the list.
Yeah.
I think that I've just evolved my life to make them all work.
Yeah, nice.
Like, I work when Ruby's napping.
Yeah.
She comes along to our pod.
Yeah.
My amazing parents help out a lot. And it's just realizing that life is different now and just
adjusting.
Just
eh?
adjusting.
Yeah.
Like, if I was trying to do what I was doing before I had her, I'd be miserable because it's just not possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just find times to work, like I said, when she's napping is the best time.
Yeah.
And just asking for help when it's
nice.
needed.
That's good,
yeah,
eh?
yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's just, you just go with it with
Yeah.
each stage.
Pivot accordingly.
Pivot. Pivot. And, like, obviously it depends on the phase of life. When she was newborn, I did no work.
Yeah,
And, like,
nice.
being okay with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you look back now and think, fuck, I could have done so much work when she was a newborn because
No,
I
'cause she
sleep
was-
so much
no,
more?
but she was a contact napper.
Oh, okay.
And she had really bad reflux, so she was either asleep on me or crying.
Oh,
So
Ruby.
I did have this vision in my head of, like, baby in one arm, laptop in the other, like fucking Frank water bottle, like sitting next to me. Wasn't like that at all.
Oh.
But yeah, it's funny though, having a baby. I feel like I'm better with my time.
That's good. Probably because it's so much more valuable.
So much more valuable.
As in you're like, shit, you know, she's only napping for an hour and a
Yep.
half or something. What can I do?
What can I get done?
Timer on.
Yeah.
Watch me go.
Yes, and like I could just scroll TikTok for an hour, and I have definitely done that.
And there's nothing wrong with a bit of me
There's
time
nothing
doom
wrong with
scrolling,
that.
brain rot.
There's nothing wrong with that. But also, yeah, you're so right. I'm like, okay, I've got this little amount of time. I'm going to fucking smash it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of been sort of what we've been doing at the moment.
Any tips for managing the balance? Scroll TikTok when you want to and then work when you don't want to.
Basically, just do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd say just ask for help.
Oh, that's actually a really good answer. Yeah.
Yeah, ask for help. Like, even if it's not kids and it's just you're full-time working and you've got a business,
Yeah.
get your friend round to help package one night if you're really busy. Get your boyfriend to fucking, I don't know, whatever he's useful at. Probably nothing. Nah, kidding. Side note, my partner Jacob was really fucking helpful.
So there you go.
So yeah, he's been amazing. Just for like random things. He's great with like man things, you know, logistics.
Yeah.
Packaging.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff like that.
Yeah. On you, Jacob. Shout out.
Yeah, so I couldn't have done it without him and without the people around me. So asking for help. Absolutely.
Nice. Great answer.
You're not a bloody machine.
Cool. So what keeps you motivated, Sam?
I would say definitely there's been a shift since having my daughter.
Yeah.
It's made things harder, but at the same time, it's given me this boost of motivation to do it for her.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, because basically that comes from a money standpoint.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I want to remain working for myself for her.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything I do now is for her. So
Aw.
that's definitely my biggest motivation. And then also just as I touched on before, just being so proud of my product and so sure of how good it is.
Yeah.
That really keeps me motivated. And like I said before, I just want people to know about it and I just want people to use it. And it's not only a product that I'm selling, it's also really beneficial for them, beneficial for their health.
Yeah.
And I just know it's going to help a lot of people too.
Yeah.
And then also, like, I can say as many times, you know, how amazing this product is. But what keeps me motivated is getting the feedback as well from other women and men that have used it, mostly women. The reviews that are coming through from complete strangers and even not the reviews through the website, just random messages that I get from customers being like, oh my God, I have tried so many products and now I've got my mum on this, my auntie on this. Like, that's been so cool.
Oh, that's
especially
so cool.
when it comes from randoms.
Yeah.
Like, because they've got nothing, they don't have to
Yeah,
tell you.
they're not like your friend boosting you up.
No,
Not that I'm boosting you. My review is real.
But like it's 100% honesty from them. So that's also been really motivating me. And they almost, because we do have a lot of regular customers, they're almost like your little cheerleaders.
Aww.
Like when I was doing sneak peeks of bringing out this second product, they were so excited. And it makes you want to grow more and more and more for them as well. Yeah. So that's definitely my biggest motivator as well.
What advice would you give to someone starting out in your industry?
It would be to do the trials and do the testing. It might seem painful at the start because it's such a long process.
Yeah.
And you might get your stability testing back and it might have failed, and then you have to go through the whole process again.
Oh, what kind of stuff does it fail on? Like if it doesn't last its shelf for life or something?
Yeah,
okay.
Or if it's got a pH that's too high or too low or not what you want it at, because your skin's really sensitive to pH levels.
Right.
So things like that. But I would highly recommend to get the testing done. Your manufacturer should do that all in-house. If you create your own in your kitchen, whatever, and you're a licensed cosmetic formulator, I'm pretty sure there are actually people that can come and do the testing for you.
Is the testing optional or do people have to do it?
That's a bit of a grey area.
Oh.
Yeah.
People should do it.
People should do it. But like, as I said, people are selling skincare they've made in their kitchen at the market.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's such a big industry.
Yeah.
Also, side note, did you see how Hailey Bieber just sold Rode to ELF?
Yes.
Wild $1 billion.
What the fuck? Hey, that could be you one day.
These are the people I'm competing with.
That could be you one day, girlfriend.
Yeah, that was insane. Eh?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I know. But yeah, get the testing done. It's worth it in the end. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. Do the hard yards.
What would be your number one business tip?
Ask questions.
Don't be too intimidated to ask them.
Intimidated.
Nice.
I think, like, it's come with age, is just realizing that most people are still learning.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. And if someone makes you feel like shit for asking a question,
that's
on them. Like, what a weirdo, you know?
Go to therapy.
Yeah. I'll let you know my therapist if you need it. So, yeah, I think just asking questions, definitely ask as many questions as you can.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
Yeah, not even directly to the person you're working with. If you've got someone that has a marketing degree, ask them.
Yeah.
You know, just chat to different people. Definitely that would be my biggest recommendation.
Cool. So, Sam, what is next for you in your business? What's your future goals?
So we've recently just launched our second product. So we're kind of just getting that off the ground at the moment. That's what we've been focusing on. So we're not really in a massive growth period, but the next goal would be to go overseas and
exciting.
get the product and probably start with Australia.
Yeah.
And then venture out from there.
Nice.
That's a big goal for us, and I haven't really even properly started on that, but that's where I want us to eventually go. Yeah.
What's the rules? Like, is there any challenges you'll face with the biosecurity side of it? Being like
it depends on the country. Most countries, all good.
Yeah.
If you're certified, all good.
Ah, that's probably the difference. So if you've made it in your home kitchen, you probably can't.
Yeah, it would be pretty fucking sketchy doing that.
Yeah.
The only other thing is if you like importing into countries that have a different language for labeling and stuff like that. For example, if you want to import to Canada, you need a French label and an English label.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
did not
stuff
know
like
that.
So, I mean, there'll be so many things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the biggest issue. New Zealand, Australia will definitely be a start.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure there'll be so many challenges, but
we'll do another episode later and find out about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam. That was so good. I'm
Thanks,
sure
Kels.
everyone will be stoked to learn all about you and your business.
Yeah.
And I reckon everyone should go and buy it after that.
I reckon too. I guess it's good for people to know our story.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if we're going to be chatting to you weekly.
Yeah, talking shit every week.
Yeah.
Sweet. So where can people find you? Where can they buy your amazing product? Let us know.
So bodyorganics.co.nz, BODHI, Bodhi. It's not body or bodhi. The amount of people that think it's body or bodhi. It's fine if you think it is. If you still buy it, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as you buy it.
Yeah,
I did think it was body at one point as well.
Yeah. So yeah, bodyorganics.co.nz, bodhi.organics on Instagram. Yeah.
TikTok, LinkedIn.
TikTok. I mean, it's not even really worth sharing. TikTok, bodhi.organics.
Yeah.
LinkedIn. I have a personal LinkedIn, Samantha Thomas. Yeah. But yeah, that's where you can find us. Yeah, thank you so much, Chels.
No worries. Don't forget to review our pod.
Yes.
Follow us on Insta, sidechicks.podcast. Remember, only good reviews, no shit ones.
Yeah.
5 stars or fuck off.
Yeah, that's our slogan.
Yeah.
We should get t-shirts made.
Oh my gosh, should we?
5 stars or fuck off. Can we please?
I love it. We could talk about getting them manufactured.
New business idea?
Yeah. Do you guys want some merch? 5 stars or fuck off.
I love it. I actually love
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
We'll give them to Uber drivers.
Yeah, true. It's in the pipeline.
Oh, so good.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you. Bye.